Is it worth grading a low-grade card with PSA? Many collectors ask themselves if it makes sense to send a low-grade sports card to Professional Sports Authenticator for grading. To answer this question, we need to look at card grading and its role in the sports collectibles world. Card grading is a process where a professional company, like Professional Sports Authenticator, examines a card's condition, assigns a numerical grade, and seals it in a protective case. The grade reflects the card's physical state, with higher numbers indicating better condition. This grading process has become a major part of sports card culture, influencing market value and how collectors interact with their collections. For many collectors, the main reason to grade a card is to increase its value or make it easier to sell. High-grade cards, those graded as Professional Sports Authenticator 9 or 10, often command much higher prices than raw or low-grade cards. Low-grade cards, on the other hand, show noticeable wear or centering issues and typically receive grades like Professional Sports Authenticator 3, 4, or 5. The cost of grading can be significant. Professional Sports Authenticator charges fees for each card submitted, and these fees can sometimes exceed the value of a low-grade card after grading. This means that for many low-grade cards, the expense of grading may not be justified by the increase in value. In fact, some low-grade graded cards sell for less than what it costs to have them graded, especially if the card is not rare or highly sought after. However, there are situations where grading a low-grade card can make sense. If the card is rare, historically important, or features a legendary player, having it authenticated and graded can add credibility and make it more attractive to certain buyers. Some collectors also prefer graded cards for their protection and display qualities, even if the grade is low. From a sports collectibles perspective, grading has changed the hobby by shifting focus toward condition and authenticity. Many collectors now chase high-grade cards, sometimes overlooking the appeal of lower-grade vintage cards that still have strong visual charm or historical significance. Some collectors specifically seek out low-grade cards with good eye appeal, valuing the card itself over the assigned grade. Practical applications for collectors include considering the card's rarity, the cost of grading, and the intended use or sale of the card. For most low-grade cards, especially common ones, grading is not financially worthwhile. For rare or iconic cards, grading can provide authentication and protection, even if the grade is not high. Grading a low-grade card with Professional Sports Authenticator is generally not worth the cost unless the card is rare, historically significant, or intended for a buyer who values authentication and protection over condition. Collectors should weigh the grading fees against the card's potential value and personal collecting goals before deciding to submit a low-grade card. This approach aligns with the evolving culture of sports collectibles, where both condition and authenticity play important roles, but practicality and personal preference often guide the final decision.